and I met at the Palm Beach Substance Awareness Coalition, holds a weekly meeting where people from all facets of the community come together to discuss solutions to the pervasive health crisis that is plaguing our nations and our loved ones. Cindy and I decided not to sit idly by while so many people were losing their lives. When we met early in 2016, we were losing one person every 15 minutes to a drug overdose. Horrible. Unacceptable. Unfortunately, as of now, we are losing one person every 11 minutes. Cindy shared that Rory's birthday was coming up on December 19th. We had been thinking about starting a GoFundMe page, and when she shared about Rory's upcoming birthday with me, I remember thinking what an honor it would be to start a GoFundMe for his birthday. So I sat on my couch and I wrote the GoFundMe page, a birthday present for Rory. It was ready to go. All I had to do was press send. So I called Cindy and I read it to her. I made sure to include my son Dylan in it because Cindy told me that if we were ever to write a GoFundMe page, she wanted it to honor both of our sons. As I read it to her, she cried and I cried, and then I pressed send. We raised over $8,000. We were well received by the community, which included a treatment facility that donated 12 scholarships called the 12 Days of Giving around Christmas time. We then talked some more. See a theme here? And then we decided to go forward and form a nonprofit foundation, even though everybody told us not to. We don't listen. Okay, the name came easy. Our2Sons. To honor Cindy's son, Rory, who lost his life, and to fight for and with my son, Dylan, to save his. Our2Sons represents all of us who are touched by this horrific disease of addiction that discriminates against no one. Cindy and I have received an extremely warm reception from the community, and especially from all of you that are here tonight. I shared on Tuesday at the Palm Beach Coalition meeting that it is because of this support that we continue to do what we are doing. When I began walking down this path, that, by the way, no one chooses, I felt very alone. This disease is lonely. And now, because of all of you, as difficult as this may be, I do not feel alone any longer. And I really thank you all for that. Thank you to all of our family and friends that supported us and encouraged us to keep doing what we are doing. You are all invaluable and loved more than you know. And to my friend and partner, Cindy, what can I say? Our friendship is no coincidence. You are priceless. When I met you, even through your pain, I watched you handle yourself with such incredible with such incredible dignity and grace. You go through life with an unselfish and never-ending compassion for anyone and everyone. Your laughter fills my heart. You are an inspiration to all that know you. Your beautiful light shines through you and onto others. I am proud to walk beside you through this journey.
She's a tough one to follow. Good evening, everyone. My name is Cindy Singer, and on October 28th, 2015, my life was forever changed when I lost my beloved son, Rory. My daughters, Hillary and Kimberly, lost their brother. My parents lost their grandson. My sister, brother, and their families lost their nephew. And my granddaughter lost her dear uncle. We were faced with a challenge beyond any that I could ever imagine. But on that horrific day, I made a choice. I could either decide to stay in bed and never get out, or begin a new life. A life where I would live the very best I could, with a focus on honoring Rory and helping others that have fallen prey to the worst health epidemic our country has ever witnessed. Thank you. My journey has led me to this moment, and I couldn't feel prouder of the work Staci and I do in memory of Rory and in honor of Dylan and the countless others that our two sons represent. My life has become so much more enriched because of all of you and all of the people we love and support. So let's talk a minute about my dear friend Staci. My partner in crime and all other crazy, outrageous, and dramatic adventures. This past Monday, I had the pleasure of attending a lecture about great women who have impacted history. Staci belongs on this list. She is fearless, compassionate, and tireless. She is level-headed and possesses a heart of gold. She is fierce. She is a devoted mother, daughter, sister, community partner, and friend. Staci is not perfect, though. She has a lousy diet, eats popcorn for dinner, and has a raspy New York voice that I actually love. Her laugh is so infectious, and most times after talking 50 million times a day, in person or on the phone, we giggle ourselves to sleep. Or sometimes Staci laughs while I cry, and then I end up laughing with her. Meshuggahs, both of us. What can I tell you? Staci is a true superhero. Together we make quite a pair. We complement each other in so many ways. I bet most of you can't think of Staci without thinking Cindy. We have proudly joined with the likes of other kooky pairs. Think Laverne and Shirley, Cagney and Lacey, Thelma and Louise. Staci and Cindy sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those pairs had a quest to solve life's problems together, and so do we. After all, we are moms on a mission. One of the greatest days of my life was the day I met Staci. She is my rock and my BFF, and I love her to the moon and back. In closing, I would like to read you a passage from Anna Quinlan's commencement address at Villanova that she made in June 2000. She said, "Get a life in which you are not alone. Find people you love and who love you. And remember that love is not leisure, it is work. And realize that life is the best thing ever and that you have no business taking it for granted. Care so deeply about its goodness that you want to spread it around. Once in a while, take money that you would have spent on stuff and give it to charity. Work in a soup kitchen. Be a big brother or sister. All of you want to do well, but if you do not do good too, then doing well will never be enough. It is so easy to exist instead of to live." Something really, really bad happened to me. Something that changed my life in ways that, if I had my druthers, it would never have been changed at all. And what I learned from it is what today seems to be the hardest lesson of all. I have learned to love the journey, not the destination. I have learned that this is not a dress rehearsal and that today is the only guarantee you get. I've learned to look at the world and try to give some of it back because I believe in it completely and utterly. And I try to do that in part by telling others what I learned. Thank you, Staci, for being you. Thank you to all of you, my friends and family, from the bottom of my heart. Together, we have and will continue to make a difference in our community and in our world. Remember that only love is real, and I love you all. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Hillary. I'm speaking to you today as Cindy's daughter and Rory's sister. What would you do if your worst fear came true? Not once, but twice. Would you allow yourself to fall to the ground as the rug was swept from beneath your feet, or would you fight to keep standing? Perhaps you would fall, learn to embrace the pain of recovery, and learn to stand back up again with a much more solid posture. To me, this seems more likely only because it is my story. And it is my story because my mother, Cindy, has been my buffer. My mom has provided the nurturing, love, support, and encouragement needed to stand firm no matter the circumstance. Losing a father and a brother, 2 generations, 2 of the most loving men I have ever known, has made me realize that it is imperative that I fight to break the cycle. I do this by striving for progress, not perfection, one moment at a time. Rory's most favorite person in this world was his niece, Ava. At first, I thought I was becoming better for Ava, which is true, but I am becoming better for myself, my family, my friends, my coworkers, and the population I serve professionally. It has been imperative that I embrace the pain of recovery to find my purpose. Rory has helped me to find my purpose. 2 of Rory's most favorite sayings were, "The struggle is real," and "Look for the silver linings." And he'd add, "Look for the silver linings, Hill." I have learned that yes, the struggle is real, but if we are to survive and better yet, live a full life, we must look for the silver linings. Cindy and Staci have been able to find the silver linings in creating Our 2 Sons. They exemplify what it looks like to live a life of purpose. To live a life of purpose, one must work to make this world a better place than it was before they entered it. Cindy and Staci are leaving a profound imprint on the individuals they work with, their families, and within the community. A tragedy such as losing Rory or watching a loved one battle with the disease of addiction can help an individual find purpose. Cindy and Staci have found purpose. I love and adore you, Mom and Staci. Thank you for using your experience, strength, and hope to help others. Thank you to all the Our2Sons supporters for your contributions, which help Cindy and Staci to help others.